Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kelly Park Palmer, and today, well, this is video number 2 for today. I'm going to be talking about The Last of Us episode 6. Now, I've just finished watching this, so yeah, I would have done this on Monday, but life got in the way, so apologies about that. Episode 6 continues off from where we saw episode 5, where it had like a little repeat of episode 5 where Henry turns the gun on himself, and just after he kills his brother Sam. Now I think last time I got the name wrong. It's Henry, not Harry. So if I said Harry, I do apologise. Just sometimes I get names confused. So it's Henry, not Harry. So apologies for that. So we see Joe and Ellie continue on with their journey to find the fireflies, and Joel's brother Tommy. Basically, they're continuing their journey. They come across this. I think it's a cabin. It's a cabin out in the middle of the woods. It's completely cut off. And they find this elderly woman there, and then obviously they wait for the husband to come back from hunting, and Joel's like, you better tell the truth the same as your wife did, otherwise, you know, just he makes the old man get rid of his gun, so Joel's in control. And like Ellie's like, can I come down? And like Joel's like, no, because I reckon she's hiding upstairs because he told her to. So yeah, she comes down, completely ignores his instructions, and they work out where they are on the map. Then they head off. Ellie nicks one of the rabbits that the man's just hunted. So that was like, when like they're camping for the night, she said, oh, I should have nicked 2 rabbits. And yeah, then they come across a river, and like they were warned by the couple in the cabin that this is, you know, this could be a dangerous river. Yeah, like there's all infected bodies floating down it. Then they get intercepted by some I don't want to say bad guys, but they do point guns at Joe and Ellie, but you have to be careful in this time of the world, because obviously you never know who's going to be coming around the corner. So they've got this sniffer dog that sniffs Joel to make sure he's not infected. Then obviously it kind of lingers on Ellie a little bit, and you're thinking, oh, is it going to start, you know, because they said, the bad guy said, the dog can smell you if you're infected. But we know Ellie's been bit, but obviously she hasn't turned, because obviously she's immune. So I was on the edge of my seat. I'm thinking, oh god, it's the dog going to smell the bite, and I'm thinking, oh my god, you know, what's going to happen? And of course, then she just starts playing with the dog like it's completely natural, and I'm thinking, oh good, they don't actually smell anything. So then they take Joe and Ellie to this town that Tommy's in, Joe's brother, and they get to talking, and they just give each other, you know, when they see each other, they give each other a big proper bear hugs. And I'm thinking, oh, he's found his brother now, and just like, you know, that's nice. Like, just from what I got, I think it was this first or second episode. I think it was the first. Joe was saying that about his brother, that the fireflies turned his brother against him. So I'm quite glad to find out they were still on friendly terms. So I don't know what that was about. Maybe someone can tell me, or I can do some more research. I don't know. So it's basically Joe and Tommy are catching up, and you realise Tommy's going to be expecting with his, I don't know if it's his wife or it's his girlfriend in the episode, but yeah, they're expecting their first child, and Joe's not sure what to say. Like Ellie's having to coach him, saying like congratulations and all that, and I'm thinking, you know, because a lot of this episode, you feel for Joel because obviously he lost his daughter, and you know, it just sort of heartfelt, like him thinking he's missing being a dad. He misses his daughter, and basically Ellie's having like new clothes in this episode and having a haircut and going to see a movie. She makes fun out of Joel for wanting to be a sheep farmer, and obviously, you know, when they come across some sheep in the town, she makes fun of him then. And basically, with Joel, he just sort of, he has a few drinks with his brother, and he tells him that how he feels. So just like, it was a really heartfelt moment. Just like, I'm thinking with all the burden he's had to put up with, you know, that with them splitting up, and like the burden of having to lose his daughter, lose Tess, having to help Ellie along and actually get her to where she needs to go. And obviously, you know, just life's tough. And I'm thinking, you know, he's carrying that all around, and he then says to Tommy, you've got to take her further on. I can't do it anymore. I'm going to get her killed at some point, you know, because obviously he was describing to Tommy what happened in the last episode, and, you know, further episodes along, previous episodes along, should I say, you know. He said he's like getting slow, he's going to get her killed, he doesn't, you know, he just, I think, just like, he was thinking more about Ellie than actually, you know, his prize along the way, because once he delivers Ellie, he gets his battery for the car. But he was thinking more about Ellie and like, you've got to make sure she gets there, sort of thing, because he promised Tess, and he didn't want to break that promise, but he just felt like he was getting too old for it. And then obviously Ellie hears all this, and she basically confronts Joel when he comes into her room and says, you know, if you're going to ditch me, sort of thing. And then, you know, they have like a sort of, they sort of have like an argument, not a proper argument, but a heartfelt argument, but also sad argument as well, about how everyone else has ditched Ellie, and obviously she feels safe with Joel. She doesn't want to be travelling with anyone else apart from him, because she'll be more scared than ever. And yeah, Tommy comes into her room at dawn, and they go and saddle up a horse, and Joel's already there. And Joel's like, well, you've got this one last chance. You can travel with Tommy and he'll keep you safe, or you can travel with me. And she's like, I'm travelling with you. So she makes a decision instant. I mean, there was no choice, you know, at all. So they're riding on horseback. You know, they've got to like this place where they think the Fireflies are in 5 days on horseback, and they're checking around. I believe it's a college campus or something like you know, some sort of college, because they were testing on monkeys or something. So there's monkeys in this area, and like Ellie's like, oh, that's my first monkey, which was like, you know, it's like still sort of like little things like that, just, you know, are really, you know, it's really glad to see she's actually happy to see something, you know. It's just like, with all the hurt and pain in the world they must be feeding in this series, I mean, it's just a little thing like that can just put a smile on your face. So they quickly find out when they're exploring there's people there, and they're trying to get away, because obviously they don't know what their intentions are. And of course, one sneaks up behind Joel, and like, Joel's got him by the neck and breaks his neck, but not before the guy has actually stabbed him in the stomach. So yeah, they're just about to get ambushed by the rest of the group, and they get out of there as fast as they can on their horse. And yeah, then Joel falls off the horse and collapses, and because of the knife wound. And Ellie's like, don't leave me, Joel, you know, I can't do this. I have no idea where I'm going. And you really feel for her, and you're thinking, I have no idea what happens in the game, but I'm on the edge of my seat going, live, damn it, live, you know, you can't die now. You know, just everyone else has died, and like, you've got to live. You've got to get to where you need to get her to. So it ended on a cliffhanger. I can't wait for Monday's episode. I know what Monday's episode for me in the UK, rather than, I know America gets it Sunday night, but I just like, I'm having to wait to part 2 like everyone else, and I'm thinking, oh my god, what's going to happen? I'm so excited, and also nervous to actually see if Joel makes it. I mean, I have no idea about the story, so, you know, this is going to be, you know, a good episode. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling on. Sorry if this went on for a long time, but I was just, you know, it's fresh in my mind, and I just want to get my thoughts out there. You know, I really am enjoying the series. Now, I know I say that every video, but, you know, freaking hell, you know, I hope this comes out on 4K really soon after the series ends, because I want to watch it all again, you know. You know, I want to check out the extras and all that, and the, you know, special features. So, yeah, I will have to give this episode... What do I give this episode? I'm going to have to give this episode... no, it's not a bad episode, but I'm not going to give it 5 out of 5. I'm going to give it probably a 4.75 out of 5. Just because, you know, I want to know what happens to Joel. Tell me! Sorry. I will see you all next time. And, yeah, sorry that this is so late, but... This review is so late, but, you know, life. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you next time.